In this video, we've got Oscar playing Dark, me playing Steel.
I will take heads as usual.
Heads as usual.
I got a basic.
I got a basic as well. Do you want to go first or second? You didn't actually say.
Second. Always second. That's fine. These sleeves might blend in with the table.
Yeah. Oh, that's not too bad. Not too bad. We're banning dark sleeves.
Yeah, no, I had to get different sleeves. Well, that's fine though. All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Ready? So I'm leading with Clink.
Clink.
Call for backup Clink. And Oscar is leading with the Sneasel. Draw for turn. I'm going to open up with Nest Ball. I think we're going to go for the Q-Fant, single strike Q-Fant. I'm going to go back in because I'm going to play Ultra Ball. I'm going to discard 2 Steel Energy. We can get those back later. And I'm going to go and grab myself Bronzor. I think we just have to ban black sleeves.
I think so.
Okay, so then I'm going to attach an energy to Clink and pass over to you.
Okay. I will draw for turn. Not an amazing draw. Not a lot going on here, but I've got Spiritomb. And I can use Building Spite. And I can get a damage counter on him to do more damage. My man... Oh, there's another one. My man forgot about Sneaky Smash. So I can attach to Sneasel. I think I'm just going to Sneaky Smash and discard this.
You discard the energy, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
But only if I go second and on my first turn.
Yeah. Draw for turn. I think here we go for Bird Keeper. Switch those 2 round. Draw 3. Did I draw for turn? Yes.
You tell me.
2, 3.
What's in that hand?
We've got this in me hand. Then we're going to attach Shield Energy to Q-Fant. And then I'm going to play Evo Soda. And I'm going to go and grab... Now this is a tough choice because it's either Clank, or Clang, whatever his name is.
Clank isn't a Pokemon.
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank.
I either play Clang or I get Bronzong and I can put an energy onto the Clink for future.
Yeah.
But I think the play is probably to get Ratchet and Clang.
Yep.
It's funny that all those Pokemon have got Call for Backup. Okay. And then we're going to go Metal Frying Pan on the Q-Fant.
That's a big elephant.
It is. And then I will roll out for 10 damage.
Okay. Alright, I'll draw. Okay. So I have some options.
You have to put your hand on it. Yeah.
Have some options. I just top deck the Evo Incense, so I can get Weavile, but he's not doing a lot right now. When Clink Clang comes out, we're doing 100, which is still not great. I do have Lifesand Lost City though, and an energy, so I can chase down the Bronzor and Lost Zone it right now. I don't really have a lot else going on, so I might just have to do that and be aggressive, because you're taking, well, it's Shield Energy and Metal Frying Pan.
40 less
40
damage.
less damage, so that's not happening anytime soon. So let's start with Evo Incense so I can look at my deck. And I can try and figure out my prizes. The wheezing and coughing are both there. That's nice. Weavile is there, so I could grab that now. Lipod is here. Got the Guzzer, Hooper, Ultras. I think the whole gang is here. So that's nice. It's probably Weavile off this. So I'll take the Weavile of the Evo Incense. And actually I could just take out your Bronzor with the Weavile, because he will be doing 50 damage.
That he will.
And I would just take your Bronzor out, so it goes in the bin. Weavile's in my hand. So I use Building Spite on Spiritomb, put another damage counter on. I can evolve into Weavile. I can light standard Bronzor.
Yep.
I will attach the Spiritomb. I'll play down Lost City.
Yep. Which does...
So when a Pokemon is knocked out, when Lost City is in play, they go to the Lost Zone instead of to the discard pile. So you're never getting that Bronzor into play. So I will use Evil Admonition to knock out Bronzor.
Okay.
And put it in the Lost Zone and take price.
Okay.
That goes in the Lost Zone.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Get him in the Lost Zone.
We're going to do the Lost Zone.
Get him out of it.
Okay. Right. I will promote the Q-Fant. And then I'm going to draw for my turn. That's a cracked top deck. So we just took Kling Clang off the top deck.
It's not bad.
So I'm going to evolve Kling Clang, and with his Triple Gears ability, I'll search my deck for 3 basic energy cards and attach them to my Pokemon any way I like. Which is pretty busted. It's pretty busted.
I'm feeling in danger.
Even Q-Fant is currently doing 80 damage, which is quite good. I'm going to attach 2 of these energies to the Q-Fant, so he's got 3 energies in total. Ay, ay, ay. We need play mats.
You got it. You got it.
And I'm going to put 1 of these energies on the Kling Clang. He's actually a pretty good backup attacker in a pinch, so that's not bad.
130 is still pretty strong.
130. It's the magic number in GLC.
It's true.
So then I'm going to play N.
Yeah.
So we both shuffle our hands into our decks and draw the amount of prizes we have left.
I did have teammates, but I'm still fine with that N because I didn't really have anything else going on. So I get 5, you get 6.
Yeah. So I actually, off my 6th card there, just drew Heavy Ball.
Chunky Ball.
Which I'm going to play now. So I'm going to play Heavy Ball. Search my deck for... Basically, this card reads, search your deck for a big elephant. So I'm going to get my big elephant, Copperajah, and I'll evolve my Q-Fant. Cool. And now we're in a bit of a weird spot in terms of energy and Pokemon. So I think I'm going to bench Dialga just for later. I have a feeling I might need him. And then I will Muscular Nose the Weavile for the knockout, and he is getting Lost Zone.
He's also going to the Lost Zone, but I don't mind that too much. Part of the reason I play the Lost City in this deck, or at least I'm trying it out, is pretty much every Pokemon in the Dark deck is an attacker, so you don't really mind as much losing a couple of guys along the way. Alright. Spiritomb up, and I'll drop turn. Okay. So I did just top deck Guzma,
which is pretty good.
So Guzma is pretty good. My hand is looking better now. I did actually get my teammates back, so I can play that. I've also got Ball Guy, which needs to help me set up my board, which is kind of what I need right now because I just don't have anything in play. And I also got Azoro, which I can put on my bench. So
Ball Guy is probably the one, right?
I think Ball Guy is the way. I can Guzma in, but I can't even knock out anything with Spiritomb this turn. So let's go Ball Guy. And let's find some balls. Level Ball. Don't know if I want the Ultra Ball yet. Probably want the Quick Ball and Nest Ball, just to get some basics into play. Seems pretty good. Off Ball guy, I'm going to get the Nest Ball, the Quick Ball, and Level Ball.
Okie doke. And then I'm assuming you're going to go back in?
I'm going to go back in. I'm going to Quick Ball away the Hisuian Heavy Ball, because I don't think I have any basics prized. And let's see, who do I actually want here? Maybe we want to get the Guzzlord started. He's a little bit awkward to use in this matchup just because
everybody's big.
All the metal Pokemon are pretty difficult to knock out.
Big elephant gang.
I do think that getting Hooper could be nice. Just getting poke damage on the Copperajah is nice just to stop it from using the big muscular nose attack. So I think I'm definitely getting Purloin to get my life pod out, so we'll do that. And then I'll play Nest Ball. And let's see. I think I will grab the Guzzlord. Don't have an energy to attach this turn. But I think if I get the Guzzlord, then I can set up some damage on the Copperajah and hopefully get a big knockout. And then we'll Level Ball. And I think we'll grab the Galarian Coughing, or just the Coughing. Seems good. Alright. So I'm feeling a bit better about my setup now. I've got some boys in play. I will also bench my Zorua. I will use Building Spite to put another damage counter on Spiritomb. And I will Anguish Cry to do 100 damage, minus 40, so 60.
60 damage.
Unfortunately, not quite enough yet to...
And Dig Drain. You're a big opponent here as well.
Yes.
I will draw for turn. I'm not really sure what I want to do here. I have a lot of options for stuff. I think that my stuff will go as far as playing Mallow.
Okay. So
stack 2 cards on the top of my deck, however I want, in any order. So if you want to look in the camera, I'm going to stack this guy. He's going to be the next top deck for me. And then I'm probably going to go for something that allows me to heal up. So maybe something along the lines of... kind of nothing that I really need here. There's not many attackers in metal. You kind of just want to keep one guy going as long as you can. So I have a feeling that the best thing that I can probably do is then put this. I was tempted to Guzma there. Guzma the Guzzer. But then actually the Spiritomb is a really big problem for me.
I think the Spiritomb, especially because you can just Dig Drain it now.
Yeah.
Means you can basically just...
I basically heal. He's not going to attack me with enough damage on this turn to do anything. So, because of Metal Frying Pan, nothing is really hitting me except the Coughing. He doesn't have the Coughing yet. He might be able to evolve it on this turn, but I'm going to hedge my bets and assume that he doesn't have the Coughing. So then I'm just going to Dig Drain for the knockout, and that heals 30 from my Copperajah. Big elephant man.
Another man into the Lost Zone.
Into the Lost Zone. Spiritomb is also one of those Pokemon that you just don't want to leave taking damage and sitting on the bench, because for 1 energy he just comes and knocks everything out. So the likelihood Oscar can knock me out here with 160 hit points remaining and taking 40 less damage, so a 200 damage swing. I think it is possible, but I don't think it's very easy. I think you need like Galarian Moltres. No, not even that's going to do anything. Dark Claw, Muscle Band, all the things. And then I'll take a prize for knocking out Spiritomb.
Yes, so I have an interesting choice to make here now to promote. Still don't really have much going on, and this Copperajah is a big problem for the Dark deck if I can't get my damage ramped up. So I might just be trying to play to stall for a turn, and hope that you don't have a way to switch. So I have the Guzma, or I could go for teammates and grab Escape Rope. And that way, if I Evo Soda into the Wheezing, I could teammates for an energy and for the Escape Rope and drag something from the bench.
Mm-hmm.
If that could buy me at least a turn. See, there's no switch cards in here other than Bird Keeper, so you could get that next turn if you promote Dialga, but that's not the end of the world. So I think I will do that. So let's go up with Zorua. And I will draw off a turn. Okay. Field Blow is nice. Because I can get rid of your Frying Pan, which will let me do some more damage. I also could consider getting rid of my own Velocity, because now at this point you're getting going with the attacks, and you're just going to keep Lost Zoning all my Pokemon.
My plan is to Lost Zone that Guzzlord, and then I basically win at that point.
Which is a bit tough, so I think I will start with teammates.
Okay.
And let's have a look at my deck. So we can get this in a minute. So that's my Escape Rope. So I think of this, I'm going to grab the Hiding Dark and the Escape Rope.
Mm-hmm.
And put it to my hand. And then I'm going to...
Keep going back in.
I'm going to go back in a minute.
Okay.
But I'm going to play Escape Rope.
Okay. So that means I have to promote first here. Now I'm probably going to get ability locked in here. So I think I'm going to promote the Dialga, because even if Dialga gets poisoned, I can at least put a card back into my hand, an item card. I can get Evo Soda, I can get Ultra Ball, Nest Ball. They're not great choices, but they're better than doing nothing with Kling Klang. And Dialga has only got a 2 retreat cost as opposed to a 3 retreat cost.
Okay, so now I will go back in and I'll play the Evo Soda. Sorry, I need to Escape Rope first.
Mm-hmm.
So with Escape Rope, gotta put up the coughing, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'll Evo Soda.
Yeah.
And I'll grab the
Galarian Wheezing. This guy sucks. I hate Galarian Wheezing. It's so annoying to play against.
Okay, and then I will play the Field Blower and get rid of my own Velocity and your
Pan.
Frying Pan. And then let's go to discard. I will attach the Honey Dark and I will Severe Poison.
Okay.
So Dagger is poisoned, takes 4 damage counters between turns, and abilities are locked thanks to the Neutralizing Gas ability.
Okay, I'm going to draw for my turn. Oh, what a surprise. I drew Metagross. Metagross. Where am I looking? Here. Metagross has got the emergency entry ability, which when you draw into it for your turn, you can bench him and you can draw 3 cards. And he's got a relatively good attack. So it's a good draw engine and it's a good attacker. So he's hitting my bench.
So yeah, so I think obviously I have the ability lock in play, but this ability says your opponent's Pokemon in play have no abilities except for Neutralizing Gas. So I think you can actually use this.
He goes underneath Wheezing.
Because it uses from your hand. So
he goes kind of
doesn't
from the drawing. It's like a weird ruling, but he goes underneath all the ability stalls, which is.
But he's not in play, so I believe you are allowed to use that. So pretty good.
Great card. Goated card. I love Metagross. A lot of people don't play the Metagross because it's not that good. But in situations like that where you can mallow and set it up because you've got nothing else to use your supporter on, it's pretty good. So we're going to draw 3 cards off that. That one I put there. That one's okay. And this one is also okay. Now, what do we do here? I think the obvious move is probably to Guzma up the Guzzlord, because that kills your attacker. It cures Dialga of poison, and it's pretty good. I could also Guzma up the Purloin to slow you down on the draw power, both of those options seem solid. It's very hard to get Guzzlord going, but if I take a prize here, he's in Beast Ring territory. So double colorless, dark patch, Beast Ring, all these things become an option.
I think Beast Ring is 3 or 4 prizes.
I'm on 4.
So I could do it already. That's what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. You're in Beast Ring. You're in Beast Ring range.
Yeah.
So at the moment he's in scary range. So I think what I do here is I'm going to Guzma up the Guzzlord.
Yeah.
I'm going to promote the big elephant, Copperajah. I'm going to attach a singular metal energy to Metagross, getting him ready. Now, I know when I knock out this Guzzlord that the Weezing's going to come back and hit me. And I can't remember which of the metal items stops the poison. One of them does. It's not the one that I have access to at the moment. But you have used your... what's it called? Field blower.
Yes.
So I'm kind of a bit stuck for anything useful here. I think my main play is that I will play Trainer's Mail, just in case I see it. 2, 3, 4. Off Trainer's Mail, I am going to grab Versus Seeker, so that now I have Bird Keeper, I have Mallow again, I have Guzma again, I have all the options basically. I also have N, which is quite handy.
Yeah.
We'll love to see N. And then I have nothing else that I can really do here. So I just have to go Muscular Nose for the knockout, and I take a prize for knocking out Guzzlord.
Right, this is looking pretty bad. I will promote my Weezing because it's free retreat with the Hiding Dark Energy. And I will draw for turn. Okay, Pokegear could allow me to find another supporter. So I'll play Pokegear, hopefully looking for something like Professor Sycamore. And there he is. So I'm probably taking Sycamore off this. I have the option to... do have the option here to go for a Guzma play again and maybe stall out the Kling Klang. But I think I need to get some things moving, otherwise I'm going to lose this game pretty quick. Unfortunately, if I hit you with Severe Poison, you're not quite going to have enough damage to...
not be able to use Muscular Nose.
The shield doesn't prevent special conditions, does it? Or does this just prevents -10 damage?
Yeah, it's just
damage.
Yeah.
So I can still poison you, and then if you stay there, then the damage will add up. So yeah, let me take Sycamore. And I think I'm just going to go for the Sycamore play. Try and get something set up, poison you, and then damage is going to build up gradually, and then hopefully I can finally take out this this elephant.
This big elephant.
Might be too late for me at this point, to be honest.
Also, Sycamoring here does cost Oscar his Guzma, which is a small price to pay, but it is a price. So it makes it a little bit harder to play around anything as we go on with the game.
Let's Sycamore and see what we get. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright. So, a couple of options. Have an Ultra Ball, which can grab me my Lipard, but I don't have a lot of cards that I really want to get rid of here, to be honest. So,
you just pull your hand slightly closer to the table.
Kind of tough.
Yeah.
So let's see, what can we do here? I'm probably just going to evolve the Zoroark straight away.
Yeah.
And could Rescue Stretcher for the Guzzlord. Start getting him powered up. Could discard the town map. Don't love that, but it might be necessarily just get my life pod going, although I don't really have another card I want to discard right now either. So let's rescue Stretcher for the Guzzlord.
Yeah.
And touch dark to it. I'll play time up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll show my prize cards with time up.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. The double colorless and the Raihan in there is a bit annoying.
But they weren't
to put
Pokemon.
Pairing up
So
the Guzzlord, but could be worse. I could put the Fury Belt onto Guzzlord here. Doesn't take it out of Muscular Nose range though. So I might just hold it for now, and I think I will just Severe Poison.
okay. So Copperajah sadly has got
7 damage on him now. For Oscar, that is, because Muscular Nose only does nothing when you have 8 or more. So he's still within Muscular Nose range. I'm going to draw for my turn. I don't really care about that top deck too much because I know Oscar's hand isn't particularly good. Otherwise, he would have probably done more on that last turn. So I think the play here is to try and find a way that I can switch some cards around. But it doesn't look brilliant, to be honest.
Yeah,
I kind of want a Guzma here, but I can't really Guzma and then attack with any of the guys that I have. So I need to find some kind of switch card. My only draw power here is supporter based. So I can't then Guzma, which is a little bit annoying. So I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to risk this Copperajah just dying here because he's now just going to the graveyard and I've got other Pokemon to power him up. So I think I'm going to play Avery here.
The graveyard. Are we playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Discard pile. I'm going to play Avery. That hand cam is Avery. I draw 3 cards and then I can discard the opponent's bench until they have 3 Pokemon. That doesn't really do anything here, but I do get to draw 3.
3 cards is 3 cards.
1, 2, 3. 3 cards is actually going to be slightly more than 3 cards in this situation. This table sucks. Jesus. Okay. I drew Trekking Shoes, so I'm going to play Trekking Shoes to look at the top card. Ooh, it's tempting. It's tempting. Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll keep that. And then I think it's pretty much all I can do. It would be nice to be able to get some energy accelerating going on, but I don't really have any way to do that at the moment. So I think I'm just going to have to Muscular Nose to kill the Weezing, who is a bit of a problem. It puts me down to 2 prizes remaining. Metagross can probably take 1. Klinklang can also probably take 1. So we're just going to hope that Oscar can't knock out the Copperajah this turn. Actually, hang on. What damage am I on now? Hang on, before you do that. Before you do that. If it's got 70 at the moment, if it takes another 40, he's taken 110, which means he's got 80 hit points left. If I put up a thing to stop him getting killed, that's not a bad idea. But then when it turns into my turn, he might still die anyway. Yeah, no, that's correct. I do want to do what I did. That's fine. Yeah, so I'm going to knock out the Weezing with Muscular Nose.
Okay.
And in the turn passing, Copperajah takes another 4 damage from Weezing's poison.
Alright. So let's see. I think I will promote the Guzzlord because I have the stand-in Zorok if I want to put him up instead. So let's do that. And I'll draw off turn. Okay. Double colorless, or twin energy in this case, is quite nice. That will allow me to attack with Zorok, or I could power up the Guzzlord even more. Let's see, you've got 80 hit points left. And I will
have 40 left when it comes back into my turn.
Yeah. So I could just leave, and hopefully you don't have a way to switch, and then let's have a look at your discard pile. So I believe you picked up VS Seeker at some point.
I did. I took the VS Seeker off the Trainer's Mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that will allow you to get Birdkeeper. So I know that you have a switch card in hand, effectively. So that might not be great. So maybe it's just safer to take the guaranteed knockout. So Mind Jack does 10 plus 30 for each of your bench Pokemon. So is your opponent's bench Pokemon. So this will be doing 100, so minus 10. But definitely a knockout with the poison as well.
It does knock out. It knocks out without the poison, actually.
Yeah, it does. So I think let's do that. Let's go for Twin Energy on Zorok. And let's use stand-in. Moves him into the active spot. Don't even need a tool to increase my damage. And I think at this point, I don't think Guzzlord is really in danger still of getting knocked out. I kind of want to hold these tools. Just there's no point letting them get discarded with Field Blower without me using them. And I may even want to discard them to get Life Pod or something if I'm struggling. So let's just go with my Jack, knock out the Copperajah.
Okay. And very sad. The big elephant goes down.
Let me think which prize card to take since I can choose because I have my town map. VSC could be nice to get me Lysander or Guzma or just a draw card, which honestly might be my best bet. So let's just take the VS Seeker.
Okay.
And you'll go.
Cool. I will draw for turn. Off my prizes before I took Crystal Cave, which is actually very sad. I was a turn late. I don't know how much Stadium counter is going to be remaining here, so I feel like it might be quite useful to pop that in. But for now, I just want to remove this Zorok at the same time as getting Metagross going big time. So what we're going to do here is we're going to play Raihan. I'm going to play Raihan. We're going to attach a Steel Energy to Metagross, leaving him ready to attack, and then search my deck for any card. This is a difficult decision. Metal Saucer seems good. Mount Coronet seems good. Super Rod seems good. Reversal Energy is actually busted on Metagross. I never thought about that. It's not useful now.
I didn't realize you were playing Reversal.
Yeah.
I guess that...
One turn elephant.
I guess that kind of
all
makes
the
sense.
attackers
yeah.
other than Dialga. I don't really need any of these Pokemon. It would be nice to be able to get the elephant back and powered up, so maybe I Super Rod here. Because if I go for Super Rod, I could actually just rescue Stretcher here, so that's not even that good. I think maybe Mount Coronet to get some energy back is going to be the best play here, because nothing else is massively useful to me. So I'm going to take Mount Coronet off Raihan and play it straight away. So Raihan's in the bin. Mount Coronet, and then I'm going to use Mount Coronet to get 2 Steel Energy, basic Steel Energy from my discard and put them in my hand. I'm then going to tempting to rescue Stretcher here and just get the Q-Fant back and start powering him back up, which would be quite savage, but I actually only need to take 2 prizes, one of which I'm taking now. So I think what I'm going to do here is just attach a basic energy for turn to Kling Klang.
Seems good.
And then I'm going to Metal Core Barrier on Metagross, which means he takes 70 less damage, and his attack is during his next turn, or my next turn, Meteor Mash does 100 more damage. So even Fighting Fury Belt will not save Oscar from the Metagross. And that will probably be my turn. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I will now use Meteor Mash to knock out the Zorok. That's going to be doing 200 damage next turn.
Yeah, that's,
and I will take
that's pretty scary.
My second to last prize.
And the combo of the Metal Core Barrier is actually pretty cool with the Meteor Mash, because you're basically There's no way I'm knocking out this Metagross.
Unless you can do 240 damage. I know the Field Blower's gone. The Field Blower came out earlier, so there's no way.
Anything going here. So I think this is looking like a loss for me.
200 damage is pretty savage. We know I've got VS Seeker for Guzma, so
I think my best shot probably was actually taking N off the prizes. But too late now. Let's drop 10. So I think at this point, yeah, I can't disrupt you, but I also couldn't N and try and Gust stall you. So there's really not a lot I can do here. I think if... I believe if I switch out Metagross, the effect of this is going to be reset though.
I think it is.
So if I switch you out to the bench, then at least I know that this will only be doing 100, this one does 130.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that gives me a turn, if I can do that.
It's probably your best shot.
I think that's the only thing I can do. I think if I don't do that, I just lose.
A Meteor Mash Metagross with a Metal Core Barrier is a pretty scary thing.
I'm not knocking out Metagross, so maybe I need to get that Metagross out of here with Lysander and just middle a card off your deck and pray. Question is, do I go for the Lipard? If I do, I would have to discard the Cynthia and Dark Claw and then the Fury Belt with the Lipard to draw any cards. So it really might be better to hold on to the Cynthia.
It's probably...
And attach the Fury Belt to Guzzlord. Just in case. Okay. I'll play the Seeker.
Yeah.
And here's my Lysander.
Yeah. Pass his orders for those people that didn't play back in the day.
Same card, does the same thing. Supporter, bring up one of you guys from the bench. Bring up Dialga.
Dialga, okay.
Because he's not got the energies to attack.
Or retreat, which is pretty important.
Yeah. But I know you've got the Bird Keeper, but then at least you have
I've got the Bird Keeper, but the Bird Keeper then doesn't really help me loads.
Yeah. So I'll touch Fury Belt just to be extra safe. Yeah, I don't think Dark Claw's going to make a difference. Nothing really has 140 compared to 130 in this deck. And Shield Energy is gone. So I think I just do that and then I Mountain Munch and I discard top card of Angus's deck, which is I don't know.
Okay, I think I win here because I also have Guzma in my discard pile.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
I draw for turn. I might as well Metal Saucer here because it's going to be funnier to do it this way. Oh, this gets discarded at the end of my turn.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to Metal Saucer. I'm going to stick an elegy on Kling Clang. And then I'm going to play VS Seeker.
Yep.
I'm going to look through my discard pile quickly. VS Seeker for Guzma. And I'm going to Guzma up the Purloin.
Yep.
I'm going to promote Kling Clang, the goat. And Kling Clang is going to Power Beam the Purloin for the knockout.
Game.
Good game.
Good game.
Taking the final prize, which was an energy.